Hey, what's happening? It Sir James coming at you guys with another video, and in today's video I'm here to do an audio test, but I need your guys' feedback. And pretty much what I'm going to be testing out is a new device that I got and two clip-on microphones to go with it. But before we get to that new device, I do want to quickly rewind it back to the beginning of this year, which was either the first or second week of January, when I initially did an audio test using this that I got for Christmas last year, which is a wireless microphone kit, and the brand is known as Movo. The wireless microphone kit was about $100 to $125, depending on which one you get. And overall it's not too bad, but however there was an initial problem, is that when I was doing my first test, is that the original audio that's being recorded off the device, there was a bit of a background noise, more of a static sound, and which can get bothersome depending on how loud the recording is. And then I ran that same test footage through a noise removal program known as Adobe Audition, which basically ruined the audio completely, and the noise in the background was bothering me, and if it's going to bother me, it's probably going to bother some of my viewers, so which is why I wanted to get rid of that completely. So I fast forward to the here and now. I didn't fast forward, but we fast forward to the here and now, and I have this called the Zoom H1 Handy Recorder, which comes in white and or black. Of course mine is in black because that's the default one. You could find it in store. And this thing is great. I first saw it in one of my recommendations through Amazon, so I looked at reviews for it, and I'm surprised that a lot of YouTubers actually use this. Some of you might know a YouTuber named Blanty. He loves this thing, and of course there's a lot of people in general. Now I'm not going to go into all the general aspects of this device because I'm like the wrong person for that, but if you want to see a full review on this, check online on YouTube. There's a lot of great reviewers out there, and they go into so much detail about it. But the point is, I have this, and this is useful for many different things. First off, it does support the option for a clip-in microphone or handheld mic. In this case, any and all audio recordings that you do is going to be transferred into a micro SD card, which means during post-production, I basically disable the audio coming from my camera to replace it with the better audio that I've got pretty much recorded. I'm butchering my words here. But anyways, it's nice because not only can you do that, but you can also record onto the device itself. You can play back on the bottom, but the speaker here is not so great. But the point is, I want to test out my two clip-on microphones that I got. One of which is a lavalier microphone. It was $35, but it was on clearance for $17 on Amazon. And the other one is the Sony tie clip that I got as well. I'll have the brands in terms of the links in the description down below to these two particular products. And I want you guys to tell me which one sounds the best. Before we begin the test, I just want to quickly share with you guys a couple items that I picked up. Since we're here, I don't want to do a separate video, just want to kind of get this done and out of the way so I could get back to working on some of my coverages. Over at Hot Topic, for tomorrow, of course, Deadpool t-shirt. And the other one is from How to Train Your Dragon, which we have Toothless. And of course through Amazon, besides the clip-on microphone, I also got a screen protector for the new 3DS, since I'm picking up the Pokemon 20th anniversary at the end of the month. And I got me a new battery for my Canon camera, which is about $25. The regular battery on the Canon camera by default is about 90 minutes, and this one is about 175 minutes. That's when the camera is recording 1080p 60 frames with the LCD screen set on medium in terms of the brightness. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and transition over because again I have to add the two clip-on microphones audio separately during post-productions, and we're going to go ahead and start with the one I got off of Amazon. Alright, so for this portion of the video, I'm currently using the lavalier microphone on the Zoom H1. Pretty much right off the bat is that the audio definitely sounds better compared to the wireless microphone kit that I had before that I tested out back in January. And I was trying to figure out exactly what to say as I'm recording these videos because I want to ensure that I'm saying a lot of different things in general, so that way you guys are able to do a nice comparison between this one and the next clip-on microphone that we're going to be testing. But before we switch on over, you might notice that this is actually being recorded differently in terms of this weird setup right here. That's because this particular clip-on microphone, when I plug it directly into the H1 Zoom, is not working. Like, it doesn't pick up in terms of the audio levels that you're currently seeing right now which I thought was quite weird. However, I ended up finding this cable, which is for my Astro headsets. I plugged that in just for whatever reason, just to see what works, and apparently it does work with this device. Now, the next clip-on microphone, I'm actually able to plug in directly into this device with no adapter whatsoever, so do keep that in mind that you will need some type of adapter for certain clip-on mics, but not all. And I think it's because the Sony clip-on microphone actually has 2 rings, while this one that I'm using right now has 3 rings. So apparently you have to have 3 rings unless it's adapter. I don't know. Again, I'm not an audio expert, but anyways, I think I've spoken long enough. Now we're going to go ahead and switch on over to the next clip-on microphone. Alright, so for this portion of the video, I'm currently using the Sony tie-clip microphone. So let me know if you do hear a noticeable difference. Right now it's set on the stereo settings, which in this case it's being picked up on the left and right hand side. So for example, if I were to tilt my head on the left hand side, you'll be hearing audio on the left side. However, if I start talking on the right side, you'll be hearing audio mostly on the right side. However, if I go back to the center portion, you should be hearing audio through both sides. So I thought that was a little funny. I think that's a nice way to kind of mess with people. But anyways, let me know how this sounds to you. And like I said, unlike the other clip-on microphone where I had it all set up weird, this one's just directly hooked up into the H1 Zoom. And that's pretty much it. Simple as that. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Did you like option A? I keep forgetting the name, but did you like option A that we started off with? That was a loud sound back there. Or do you like option B, which is the Sony clip-on microphone? Your guys' feedback is definitely going to be helpful in the end, but until then, I am Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, where we empower your gaming.